Hi, and welcome back to Alopecia with Arifah. That is a title that I've decided to give this series. If you haven't seen the video I posted right before this one, the previous one just kind of recaps how I got diagnosed with alopecia, talking a bit about that process. Oh my God, my cat is here. He's behind the camera and he just jumped on the table and shook the whole thing. This is a little menace. Look at him. Look how big he is also. Ooh, your hair is gonna grow back. Ooh, okay. As I was saying, today is May 22nd, and I have a bit of an update for you guys. Let's talk about medication, everyone's favorite topic. To begin, I am still waiting for the dermatologist to reach out to me. God knows how long that is going to take. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a bit faster. And I acknowledge it's only been like 2 days, but still, because I am a very impatient person and I'm also very scared at the moment, I went online. I used Felix. I don't know if you've ever used Felix. It's like an online doctor where you can get certain medications prescribed as long as you, show proof that you actually have the condition that requires that medication. So I went on Felix and I got a prescription for oral Minoxidil. When I was panicking about my hair loss, I purchased the Minoxidil foam, which is like Rogaine. It is fairly toxic to pets, and as you just saw, I do have a cat. I mean, obviously you can be super careful and take all of the precautions, but I did feel a bit better with the oral option. I've got a prescription for that, and I also heard that for alopecia areata, the oral form of Minoxidil is more effective. I guess just because you don't have to worry about whether or not it absorbs properly into your scalp. Because you're taking it orally, there's no risk of it not absorbing. There is, however, one of the possible side effects, increased facial hair. Now, I'm a brown girl. I have facial hair galore. I actually get my sideburns lasered because before that they were just growing like crazy and I would have to wax them every week or every other week because my sideburns would just be so thick and all the way down. What is my cat doing? He's sitting in the sink. One moment. I am a bit nervous that taking oral Minoxidil will reverse all of the laser that I have done on my sideburns. I'm a little nervous about that. Small price to pay. If it works for the hair on my scalp, then I will be so happy that I don't think I'll even care about anything else. The good thing about Felix is that the prescription for Minoxidil, it just comes to my door. I don't have to go to an external pharmacy. It just comes right to my door. So I'm really, really excited to give that a shot. The doctor on the app, she did mention that like most hair growth treatments, there is a shedding phase that occurs between 2 and 6 weeks of starting the medication. I am fairly nervous about that because, and this brings me into my next update, washed my hair last night. Again, another handful of hair came out in the shower. I was heartbroken. In the previous video, I showed a screenshot of all of the hair that came out when I showered on May 1st. That was the biggest hairball that I managed to make. And then the shedding was not very heavy since then until last night when I washed my hair. That was a big shed. That was a lot of hair. So, and when I did check, actually, my spot that I have here actually did appear a bit bigger than it was before. Not great news, but I guess it's to be expected. We'll see what happens. I am very excited to start Minoxidil. I've heard nothing but good things. And I believe when the derm does reach out to me, they might even prescribe Minoxidil. I'll see what they say, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I am hoping that they implement the steroid injections into my scalp. I feel like that will be very beneficial. I've heard that combination has been extremely effective for people. The combination of the steroid shots with Minoxidil. I do have high hopes. I did not have high hopes last night. When I was in the shower and the hair was coming out, I noticed it was coming out, I was okay. Because at this point, I was I kind of expected it. But when I had the hairball in my hands and I went to put it into the garbage can and I saw the ball of hair in the garbage, it really hit me again. Started crying, started the whole thing. It was not good. But like I mentioned in my last video, the emotions are going to be up and down. Emotions are going to be all over the place. and I have to expect that. It's really nice to talk to people and listen to people who have had similar experiences. Just got a phone call. I had to stop recording. What I was saying is, out of all the women that I've talked to, like about alopecia and about hair loss, almost every single one has come back and told me a story about their own experience with hair loss with alopecia, and it has been so helpful. It can feel really isolating to go through something like this. You know, even though you have support and you know that you have support, it still can feel so isolating. So to hear everyone sharing their stories and their own experiences, it's been really helpful. So thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's it for today's update, May 22nd. I will talk to you guys again another day. Okay, please excuse my shaky hands. I have nothing to put my phone on and I'm trying my best to hold it. Also look a bit crazy because I just spent the last 2 hours in a clinic. Love that. Hello? Okay, lighting is awful, everything's awful. I'm just here to talk. Long story short, I feel like my patches are growing. Well, actually, I don't even feel like they're growing. They are growing. Indeed, they are growing. Also, just on a regular basis, like if I just like do this to my hair and like I pull, like hair comes out. You see that? Hair comes out every single time, any time of day. If I just do that, hair will come out. First of all, I'm really doing an awful job at giving you some sort of intro. Today is June 2nd. And honestly, the last like 5 days, I was doing pretty well. Like I wasn't feeling super emotional. I wasn't feeling very upset. And I actually felt like the initial shock of the diagnosis had worn off. Like I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling okay with everything. Then yesterday, 2 compounding things happened yesterday. First thing, I finally got a call from my dermatologist after like 2 weeks, and guess when they said the earliest they can take me? The earliest they can take me is August 28th. Today's June 2nd. They can take me in 3 months. Basically 3 months. Now, I was really upset. First of all, major life update. I'm engaged. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she gorgeous? But yes, I am engaged. And guess what? We are getting married the first week of August. That's when we're getting married. So what do you mean the earliest you can see me and the earliest I could receive my first treatment, like in terms of steroid shots, is August 28th? What do you mean? That made me so upset. And again, obviously I understand clinics are busy, everywhere is busy, the world is busy, but that hurt my feelings. That was the first thing that made me really upset yesterday. Then I went to shower yesterday, washed my hair. Again, no product in it. Whoa, lighting. No product in it, so that's why she is puffy. But yeah, washed my hair. I didn't actually notice, like in the shower, the hair did come out, but it wasn't like a big ball of hair. However, I just caught a glimpse, and I took a picture. I'll put the picture on screen right now. I just caught a glimpse of the bald spot, the one in the back of my head that is the biggest spot. I caught a glimpse of it and sent me into a spiral. I had like a full mental breakdown, panic attack, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And I think it's also like I said, the combination of hearing that I have to wait 3 months for an appointment and then seeing the spot. Also, yesterday, my scalp was sore. I don't know if sore is the right word. It was sore and it felt like a little tingly. That is a symptom of alopecia. So safe to say I can expect within like the next week, I can definitely expect more hair fall considering the way that my scalp felt yesterday. So really not looking forward to that. Oh, my point. So today I went back to the doctor because I was like, hey girl, the clinic can't see me for 3 months. Can we do something in the meantime? Like I need something. Is there anything we can do? So she gave me a copy of the referral that she wrote. Well, first of all, she said, honestly, a 3-month wait is not that bad. Some people have to wait over a year, which is insane. But she said, hey, here's a copy of the referral. Take it and you can call like other dermatologists. You can like send them emails and see if any of them can take you earlier, but she doubts it. And I said, okay, well, I'll try that. And then she gave me a prescription for a topical steroid cream to start using, but she did say it's only 30% effective. Is that the right wording? There's a 30% chance that it will work, and there's a 70% chance that it will not work. Obviously, mathematics. She said, yeah, try that in the meantime. It will take like 8 weeks for you to even notice like if it's doing anything. She also said that it can wear down your skin. So after you apply it, make sure you wash your hands. So that's a fun warning. And she gave me a prescription for iron for Ferromax. I mean, my iron is not significantly low, but she still gave me the prescription just like as an add-on, but not necessarily related to alopecia. Additionally, I am taking vitamin D, which I'm not low in vitamin D, but it doesn't hurt. I heard that it supports hair growth and all of that, so I started taking that as well. That's about it for today's update. I feel a little more hopeful than yesterday. Yesterday was really rough. I felt very hopeless yesterday. We'll see how it goes. I will keep you guys updated. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.